अगला कंट्री जिसके बारे में हम पढ़ेंगे वो है नेपाल. So Nepal had its own political history, and it has its own battles when it comes to a transition towards democracy. तो हम देखते हैं कि नेपाल में पहले कैसा पॉलिटिकल सिस्टम था, अब कैसा है और कैसे ये बदलाव आया. So during the prehistoric era, so Nepal used to be a Hindu kingdom, right before, let's say, there was this British advent in India. So before or during that time, Nepal was it was a kingdom, and it had a Hindu ruler, right? So then after this period of empires and rulers ended, so Nepal kind of transitioned into a constitutional monarchy. तो नेपाल में पहले एक हिंदू किंगडम हुआ करता था, जैसा कि इवन इंडिया के भी मोस्ट पार्ट में वी हैड किंग्स एंड किंगडम्स एंड एम्पायर्स एंड एम्परर्स. सो नेपाल में भी वो चीज थी, एंड उसका जो रूलर था ही वाज हिंदू. बट फिर उसके बाद नेपाल में आया कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल मोनार्की. अब कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल मोनार्की में क्या होता है? सो देयर इज दिस मोनार्क, देयर इज दिस रूलर, और उसके जो पावर्स हैं वो देयर इज अ रूलर एंड आल्सो देयर इज अ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. तो रूलर ये जो पावर्स है दोज आर लिमिटेड और रिस्ट्रिक्टेड बाय द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. एंड एक किंगडम में या एक एम्पायर में ऐसा होता है कि जो रूलर होता है उसकी कोई अकाउंटेबिलिटी नहीं होती है, उसको अपने सब्जेक्ट्स को कोई आंसर नहीं देना पड़ता है, वो अपने मर्जी से रूल कर सकता है. बट कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल मोनार्की में क्या होता है, अगर तुम एक कंट्री पे रूल कर रहे हो, इफ यू आर द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल मोनार्क ऑफ अ पर्टिकुलर कंट्री, तो तुम्हें अपने हर डिसीजन का एक जस्टिफिकेशन देना पड़ेगा. तुम क्यों ऐसा कर रहे हो, तुम ऐसी कोई भी डिसीजन लो या ऐसी कोई पॉलिसी लो जिसकी वजह से कॉमन लोगों को किसी भी तरह से वो इम्पैक्ट करे. तो यू नीड टू जस्टिफाई व्हाई यू हैव डन दैट और what you want to achieve, and there's this certain form of representation in a constitutional monarchy, right? So people have some power. In a normal monarchy, there's no power in the hands of the people, but in a constitutional monarchy, so the constitution grants certain powers to the people, and it restricts certain powers of the monarch. Now so in the modern period Nepal used to be a constitutional monarchy. So there was a monarch, his powers were limited by the constitution, and so that's what we start with. ये हमारा starting phase है. So this was, it was back in history. So we are kind of focused here, we stand here. जब हम नेपाल का हिस्ट्री तब से पढ़ना स्टार्ट करेंगे जब नेपाल एक कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल मोनार्की हुआ करता था. तो उसके बाद क्या हुआ? Since it was a constitutional monarchy, but it retained full control of the government, and it restricted the expansion of democracy. So because when there's the presence of a constitution, there will be the presence of some or the other form of democracy, and there'll be certain powers in the hands of the people. But ये जो monarch थे, ये democracy को spread नहीं होने देना चाहते थे. ये लोगों के दिमाग में ये democracy के ideas आने ही नहीं देना चाहते थे. ये नहीं चाहते थे कि एक दिन ऐसा आए कि ये लोग कंप्लीट डेमोक्रेसी डिमांड करने लगे और मुझे अपनी जगह से हटना पड़े. So and also this government that was there because of the constitution. So the monarch was in full control of the government. It retained full control of the government, and also it restricted the expansion of democracy across the state. It did not want democracy to spread across the state, and it did not want people to culminate ideals of freedom or liberty or democracy. So that's still there. So Nepal was a state with a constitutional monarch, and the monarch was the monarch retained full control of the government, and he did not want democracy to spread, so he restricted the expansion of democracy in the state. But in the year 1990, अब क्या हुआ, देयर वाज अ स्ट्रॉन्ग प्रो डेमोक्रेसी मूवमेंट। तो लोगों ने तो मतलब लोग चाहते थे कि डेमोक्रेसी आए और डेवलप्ड फॉर्म्स में आए। वो उनके जो राइट्स और पावर्स थी लोगों की, वो एक मोनार्क के होने की वजह से बहुत लिमिटेड थी। तो वो चाहते थे कि हम एक कंप्लीटली डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री बने, हमारे हाथ में नॉर्मल डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री के लोगों की तरह पावर्स आए, और हम भी अपने रूलर्स से या अपने गवर्नमेंट से कुछ चीजें डिमांड कर सके, हम अपने जो है मुद्दे उनके सामने रख सके। सो पीपल वांटेड a democratic government which was which was representative and which was accountable. So in 1990 there was a strong pro-democracy movement, and this movement was so strong and so influential that because of this movement the king accepted the demand for a democratic constitution. So yeah, so now there was this movement, तो लोग ये कहने लगे कि नहीं, हम इतने इतने से डेमोक्रेसी से हम सेटिस्फाइड नहीं है, हमें एक मतलब हम चाहते हैं कि डेमोक्रेसी पूरी तरीके से आए। तो इस मूवमेंट का इतना फायदा रहा कि किंग को पता था कि नाउ पीपल आर स्टार्टिंग टू रिबेल and he will not be able to, if he tries to suppress those rebellions, he will not be able to succeed for a really long time. So the king conceded to the demands of these people, and he said that yeah, fine, then we will have a democratic constitution. So because of the movement, the king accepted the demand for a democratic constitution. Now there's another group of people who are very much important to the political shaping of Nepal. These are the Maoists that are present in Nepal. So the Maoists in Nepal, so there was this group of people who wanted democracy to come in Nepal, right? So these were the Democrats. Now there were these Maoists in Nepal who did not believe that we should protest or launch movements to demand things from the king and the king should change things. They wanted or they believed in an armed resurrection against the monarch and the ruling elite. तो ये जो डेमोक्रेट्स थे, ये चाहते थे कि हम मूवमेंट्स करें, हम प्रोटेस्ट करें और हम अपने रूलर को चीजें बदलने पे मजबूर कर दे, हम उसको इतना मजबूर कर दे कि वो खुद से बदलाव लाए। लेकिन ये जो माओइस्ट थे, ये इन चीजों में बिलीव नहीं करते थे। ये चाहते थे कि हम जो मोनार्क है हमारा या उसकी जो फैमिली है, जो रूलिंग क्लासेस है, हम उन पे अटैक करें, हम उन पे we should attack them with arms and we should just remove them using arms and insurgency. There should be a violent attack against these people and they should be removed using violence. These Maoists did not believe in the idea of asking for anything or of demanding anything. They believed more in taking what they thought was theirs. So then there was this Maoists in Nepal who wanted to adopt the path of violence against the monarch and the ruling elite. Now because of this difference of opinion among people, ये दोनों कैटेगरी के लोग जो थे, जो डेमोक्रेट्स थे और जो माओइस्ट थे, जो दोनों रूलर को हटाना चाहते थे और दोनों चाहते थे कि डेमोक्रेसी आए, बट इनके तरीकों में अंतर था। एक चाहता था कि नहीं, हम मूवमेंट्स करें, जो कि डेमोक्रेट से वो चाहते थे कि हम मूवमेंट्स करें और हम किंग को फोर्स करें कि वो डेमोक्रेसी लाने पे मजबूर हो जाए। एक सोचता था कि नहीं, हमें किंग को, उसकी फैमिली को मार देना चाहिए, हमें उनको हटा देना चाहिए और हमें अपनी खुद की डेमोक्रेसी एस्टेब्लिश करनी चाहिए। तो इनके मोटिव्स में ज्यादा फर्क नहीं था, ये इनके ऑब्जेक्टिव्स दोनों के सेम थे, बट जो इनका तरीका था, जो इनका मीडियम था, वो दोनों के अलग अलग थे। तो now they had a common enemy and they had different ways to tackle this enemy or different ways to achieve their goals and objectives. So this led to a triangular conflict between the monarchist forces, the Democrats and the Maoists. Now ये जो Maoists थे, these people they obviously launched attacks on on the monarchy and on the ruling classes of people, and to tackle their attacks the king obviously sent his own forces and there were these fights and battles going on. But apart from that, now there was a triangular conflict between the monarchist forces who were trying to, protect the powers of the monarchy. ये जो group था, ये monarch के भेजे हुए लोग थे और ये monarch के power को protect कर रहे थे. Then there were the Democrats. ये लोग चाहते थे कि democracy आए. ये वो लोग थे जो movements कर रहे थे, जो protests कर रहे थे और जो चाहते थे कि king जो है वो नया कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बनाए, वो पार्लियामेंट को प्रॉपर तरीके से काम करने दे, वो गवर्नमेंट को ज्यादा पावर दे. ये वो लोग थे. और ये जो माओइस्ट थे, ये वायलेंस का यूज करके किंग को अपनी जगह से हटाना चाहते थे. सो देयर वाज अ ट्रायंगुलर कॉन्फ्लिक्ट. सो व्हाट हैपेंड बिकॉज ऑफ दिस is in 2002 the king abolished the parliament and dismissed the government. So the king was a constitutional monarch, right? He was a king, but he functioned within the framework of the constitution, and he knew that his powers were somewhat limited because of the existence of a constitution. But what he did is, in 2002 the king was so frustrated with these people and their constant fights and all these conflicts that he abolished the parliament and he dismissed the government. So now he said, you guys had a constitutional monarch and you weren't even satisfied with that, so now let me take away all your powers and let's see what that feels like. So he completely abolished the government and he completely dismissed the government and he abolished the parliament and he retained all powers with himself. अब वो ये बोले कि अब सारा पावर मेरे हाथ में है, अब सिर्फ मैं रूल करूंगा. So now all the people of Nepal were subjected to the authority of the king and the king only. In April 2006, there were massive countrywide pro-democracy protests and alright, let's leave this part. So April 2006 में, so now the people of Nepal were subjected to the authority of the king. So now there was no constitution and there was no parliament and there was no government and there was no involvement of the people. So they were all directly subjected to the rule of the king. So now people started, this was obviously not acceptable to the people. So now people started protests across the entire country, and one of these more influential protests happened in 2006, where there was a huge countrywide protest. वो पूरा protest पूरे country में फैला हुआ था for in favor of democracy or for the cause of democracy. And इस protest का फायदा ये हुआ that the king restored the House of Representatives. So the king was forced to give in to the demands of these people who were protesting and who were carrying on movements across the entire country just for the cause of democracy. And what's interesting is that this movement, this entire countrywide movement was led by the SPA or the Seven-Party Alliance in Nepal, the Maoists and social activists all together. So all these groups of people and all these conflicting groups of people who did not believe in each other's methods of carrying out something, but they had a common objective. So now all these people, because now there was no constitution and there was no representation, there was only the king, and the king was always everybody's enemy, even if it was a Maoist or even if it was the Democrats. So now once the king had abolished the parliament and dismissed the government, so people now were more enraged against the king. So they all came together, and the Maoists and the Seven-Party Alliance and even social activists, all these people came together and they launched massive movements which spread across the entire country. And because of this, now the king was forced to restore the House of Representatives, and this is how people were kind of successful in bringing about democracy step by step in their country, just through non-violent protests and movements. And the movement was very non-violent in nature. There was no killing or murdering or threatening someone with arms and violence. There was nothing like that. There was just a non-violent movement. There was just a group of people coming together across the entire country and demanding something, and that had so much of strength in it that the king with so much of authority was forced to give in. So it was in the year 2008 that Nepal took its first step towards being a democracy. So in 2008, the constitution was altered by the Constitutional Assembly, and that was when Nepal transformed from being a constitutional monarchy to a republic. So the CA here is Constitutional Assembly. And how did Nepal transition? The constitution was amended in the year 2008 by the Constitutional Assembly. So after that, Nepal went from being a constitutional monarchy to a republic, to a republican form of government. That's all there is about Nepal.